In the morning, a woman named Sam woke up hearing her two children playing while in the kitchen. Her husband Cam was seen busy preparing their children's school supplies. Their three children were Noah, Reuben, and Oli. In her room, Sam seemed to have difficulty getting up because she was paralyzed from the top of his chest to his toes. Before taking the children to school, Cam had to take care of his wife's needs first, such as helping her to sit in her wheelchair, bathing, and dressing. After finishing them all, he still had to tidy up everything because his three children messing around the house. Didn't want to be a burden to her husband, which already taken care of housework. Sam helped him by preparing their children's meals, but rather than helping out, she just added the already exhausting list of chores to her husband by dropping all the food. In the end, it's her husband taking care of everything. They then finished prepping everything and were ready to leave for school. Despite everyone hugging and kissing Sam, Noah seemed odd. No hugging or kissing for her mom like the others. She was just there silently looking at her mother's condition from a distance as if she looks guilty. Noah felt that she was the cause of his mother being paralyzed. When everyone left, Sam was still there thinking about what happened earlier when she accidentally dropped the food. Maybe for someone else, it's just a trivial thing, but for a disabled like her, this was like a punch in the head, depressing her, thinking about the limitation she had. To her life was done. She was a burden to her surroundings. Even preparing lunch for her children was nearly impossible for her. In the midst of her desperation, she looked at her photo where she was standing nearby a lighthouse. The same lighthouse she saw in the far away through the window. She closed all the curtains and boarded herself from the painful outside world. Not long after, Sam's mother came by to visit and help around the house. She always came by to help around when Cam wasn't home to take care of everything. The next day when Noah, Reuben, and Oli were playing on the beach, Noah accidentally heard a sound of a bird not far from her. Driven by her curiosity, she tried to find the whereabouts of the bird, and how surprised she was when she saw a crow fall from its nest on the tree. She decided to take him home. When she got home, seeing Noah carrying a crow, Sam immediately ordered her to take it out, but Noah kept begging to be allowed to keep it until she felt it was ready to go back to the wild again. Annoyed, she was forced to allow Noah to take care of it and then immediately went to her room. Noah, Reuben, and Oli debated about the name they will give to it. Because of the black and white fur, they thought about giving names like chessboard, soccer ball, or even panda, but since Noah was the one who found it, she decided to name it Penguin.
Penguin. It's alright, Penguin.
Noah tried to tell his mother that Penguin was trying to talk to her. Noah asked why Sam didn't like Penguin in this house. She explained the reason why she didn't like it inside the house simply because a bird is a wild animal and should be in the wild, living in freedom, not in a house, let alone locked in a cage. Soon after, Cam returned home. He planned a dinner together outside on the beach, but unfortunately, Sam didn't want to come. She instead told them all to go without her. Seeing her mother like that, Noah was disappointed. She really wanted her mother to be happy again just like before. After everyone came home from the beach, that night when Cameron and Sam were fast asleep, suddenly the sound of the children screaming, calling their father, woke them up immediately. Cam came to check on them.
Is he okay?
After finishing taking care of the children, Cam returned to the room saying that everything was fine and the children were just nauseous as a result of eating shellfish earlier. Even though everything is fine, now Sam is the one feeling not okay. She felt so depressed she cried. She can't do anything to help her own children even though before she was always there if they needed her. Sam cried over her disability. She was never the same as the one her family always relied on before. In the other room, Noah still hasn't been asleep and overheard her mom crying in her room. The cries reminded her back when her family went on vacation to Thailand. Due to the incident, her mother suffered spinal damage and was paralyzed. In the morning, Sam awoke from a nightmare. Cam came to calm her down. Sam told him that her dream felt so real. She was drowned in the sea and couldn't do anything with her crippled body. She was afraid that her dream would come true. Seeing her cry, Cam tried to calm her down, but she asked him to leave her alone, saying that she needed time for herself. Being a lovely husband, Cam did what she said and leave her alone. During the day, before leaving for school, Noah left the penguin with his mother. She was afraid that if Penguin was left alone there would be no one to feed it. Now everyone had gone. It was just both Sam and Penguin.
Fine. Don't eat it. Get off it. Penguin? I'm not gonna hurt you.
After taking care of Penguin, Sam started to think if she and Penguin were bound to the same fate, which is both falling from a high place and both can't do anything anymore. Feeling that, Sam finally was able to smile again and accepted Penguin in her house. At night while having dinner, everyone gawked seeing Penguin come out of Noah's room with a doll in its beak. Noah asked her mother again so that she can continue to care for Penguin. Sam, since the incident in the afternoon, has been accepting Penguin's presence and permitted Noah to take care of it. She also allowed Penguin to stay until it is ready to return to the wild. As the days went by, Noah always spent her time with a penguin. Slowly, Noah also teaches Penguin how to fly. Not only that, now Penguin often spent its time with Sam too, starting from waking her up every morning to becoming a place for her to weep off her sadness. One day, Sam's mother and sister visited her. Her sister took her for a walk on the beach because she knows that since the accident, Sam never spends her time outside of the house. At first, she refused. She was still too afraid to go back to the outside world, but after a little bit of pushing, her sister finally got the chance to bring her out. During the trip, her mother and sister always treated her as a disabled person. From parking the car in a special parking lot for disabilities to other things that make Sam heartbroken. At the seaside restaurant, Sam met her friend who used to work with her. She was so jealous to see her friend that was still able to work and carry out various normal activities. Not like her, bound to a wheelchair doing nothing but waiting the night to fall every single day. After returning from the beach, when she was home alone, she began to look back at the pictures before her accident. Her heart was broken to pieces seeing how she is now compared to her before. Her heart grew more and more painful. Her emotion peaked. When Cam and his 3 children came home, they were shocked to see that all the photos had been destroyed. Cam told his children to go to their room, and after everyone left, he could only look at the destroyed photos and clean up the broken glasses. He was not angry with his wife. He knows how hard it is to be in his wife's position. But in the other hand, he was tired of Sam's behavior. In her room, Noah felt sad about what happened before. She rewatched an old video of her and her mom when everything wasn't this messed up, much happier than what they are now. On the next day, Penguin stood near the door, beckoning something to the confused Sam. She then opened the door so that Penguin could go out. Outside, slow but sure, Penguin climbed a tree until it got to the top. Sam asked it to fly, but it can't. Cam then came to give a training brochure for rowing. He meant to tell Sam to join the training so that she could get back her happiness, but seeing the husband's efforts, she got angry. In her eyes, Cam didn't know at all how difficult it is for her to accept her current condition and how difficult it is for her to live bound to a wheelchair all the time. If she took part in rowing training, she will only remember her past life. She will definitely be more depressed. Tired of all his wife's behavior and debates, Cam unconsciously vented his frustration by yelling at Noah because he thought Noah and her 2 younger siblings always caused chaos in the house. Soon after, Noah heard the penguin sound in front of her parents' room. She felt something was wrong, so she immediately opened the room, and to her surprise, her mother fell out of the wheelchair. She couldn't help her mother, so she rushed to find her father, but when Noah left, suddenly Penguin flew.
You wait.
That night, when Sam was spending her time with Penguin, she checked back the brochure her husband gave before. She finally realized that she couldn't spend the rest of her life like this. It could be decades again, and she should have done something instead of mourning the past. Seeing Penguin successfully fly, she was moved. She should try to change too and start doing something for the sake of her family's happiness. The next day, Noah, Ruben, Oli, and her husband took her to the rowing training ground. There, they met a rowing coach named Gay. On her first try, Gay told her to swim, but she refused. She was afraid that her nightmare where she drowned came true, but
this is the easy part. This is falling off the bike.
at night when Sam and her husband spent quality time together, she said to her husband that she was grateful to have a husband like Cam who has always been faithful to her, stayed beside her, and always motivates her to rise from her darkest hours. Finally, she was able to feel the happiness that had been missing from her life. In the morning, Ruben, Oli, Cam, and Penguin gave a birthday surprise to their mother. They all looked happy except for Noah. She still felt the guilt and didn't deserve to be happy. For her, she is the reason why her mother is now paralyzed. The next day, the whole family including Penguin visited Sam's mother's house to celebrate Sam's birthday. They also invited Gay to introduce her to Sam's mother. While everyone was eating together, Noah opened the balcony door so Penguin could get out to get fresh air. But soon after, when everyone was busy talking about Sam's training, Sam suddenly heard Penguin's loud screech.
It's a penguin.
Cam tried to search for Penguin with his children, but to no avail. Penguin was nowhere to be seen. It was raining and Sam's mother asked them to stop searching, but Noah insisted on looking for Penguin. Cam, understanding his child's feelings, let her continue her search. At the night, they returned home without Noah. Sam waited until late because she was worried about Noah. While waiting, Sam looked at Penguin's bed. She felt the worry building even more. Sam then entered Noah's room. There she found Noah's laptop showing a video where Noah said that she was the one causing her mother's paralysis. If not because of her asking her mother to come up to the rooftop, the accident would never happen. Now she knew why Noah never looked as happy as her siblings. When Noah got home, She was sad that Penguin was still missing, even though she has been searching this whole time. Sam tried to calm her, saying all that has happened were none of her faults, whether it was about Penguin or the accident in the past. Noah seemed like she didn't want to talk about it and tried to run away until she lost it. She confessed that at first, she really regretted going to the top of the building that has made her suffer until now. But as her mother, Sam never blamed Noah for everything. She also told Noah to never feel guilty because now Sam has finally found her happiness again. The happiness of seeing her family supporting each other, looking for each other. A few days later, everyone went to the lighthouse that they had visited before. After they got back home, they were all surprised to see Penguin have returned home. The next day, when Sam was replacing his old photos with the new ones, she saw Penguin walking into Noah's room with Noah's doll on its beak. Sam felt that Penguin was trying to show its gratitude for taking good care of it all this time, but for her, it was not them who healed Penguin, it was Penguin who healed her family. She said, "Thank you," from the bottom of her heart.